Hi, I'm Janice and I'm the Education Coordinator for the Volcan Mountain Foundation. I'm here today at our Nature Center in Julian, California, and I've been leading these workshops for the last 5 years on wildcrafting, and since we can't have any groups up here right now, we decided to bring these workshops to you. So it's springtime, it's beautiful, it's May, and there's lots of green plants that are growing here on the mountain. So today we're going to go out and forage for 2 plants to put in a salad that we'll be eating later. We're going to do miner's lettuce and we're going to look for chickweed. So let's go find them. All right, so I am sitting in this great big patch of miner's lettuce. I'm alongside our watershed trail because it likes to be in the shade and it also likes to be in moist soil. Now, it is a native plant of California, but it does range all the way from Central America up to Alaska. And it got its name miner's lettuce because back in the gold rush days, the miners used to eat it to prevent scurvy because it's really high in vitamin C. It also has some vitamin A and iron in it too. And it was a main staple of the Native Americans, and they were actually the ones who introduced it to the miners. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this plant so you can identify it. First of all, it is found in moist, soft soil, and you can see that this plant down here at the roots is barely connected, but I can feel that there is one little root that's hanging on. So you can see that several other stems come out of the top. It gets to be about 6 to 8 inches tall, and the stem is very smooth. The whole plant is very smooth, in fact. And this leaf is what is most identifiable about it because there's not anything else that looks like it. And what looks like this one disc shape is really 2 leaves that have fused together. And I'm going to turn it over here so you can see. On the underside of the plant, there's no stem that connects the leaf. It just sort of comes right out of the main stem. And it is smooth underneath. I'm going to turn it over. And if you look very closely, there's a point here and a point there, which would indicate the 2 leaves that have actually fused together. I wanted to show you a plant that has some flowers because the other ones we were looking at didn't really have many. So this is a different plant. You can see here that the flower comes out of the center of the leaf and forms these flower buds that open up into 5 beautiful white petals. And they look like a star. Usually, if you want to eat miner's lettuce, you can eat the flower along with the leaves, but after a while, if it's really, really late in the season, the plant does tend to get a little bitter, just so you know. Now we're going to head down and find some chickweed. So I'm sitting in a different location here at the Nature Center, and I'm on a bench where there's a lot of chickweed underneath. Now it loves the shade, so this is the only place that I can find it in the whole Nature Center. It is very common. It's found all over the world and originally comes from Eurasia. Here at the Nature Center, I often just see it from I would say March all the way through May. And it's one of the most delicious plants that you can put in a salad. So we are going to give it a taste today. We're going to pick some and take a closer look at it right now. Okay, so we're looking at common chickweed. It does have a Latin name, Stellaria media. It's a very tender and fragile plant, and it grows up to about 8 inches tall. Take a close look at the leaves. They are simple lancet shape, and they have smooth edges, so they're not toothed. The leaves attach directly to the main stem without any petiole stem attached to the leaf. So they just come straight off the main stem. Now the camera can't pick this up, but one way when identifying this is to know that if you look at the main stem, there is one single line of hairs that will follow one side of the stem all the way down. So that's one important way to identify it. Now when we go to the top of the plant, you can see that flower buds appear, and there's white flowers that bloom. And what looks like 10 petals is really only 5 petals, but they are so divided that it really looks like there's 10 petals. And that's another way to make sure that you are looking at common chickweed. Okay, so I'm back from picking the miner's lettuce and the chickweed. And I came back to the kitchen and I cleaned it all off, rinsed it with water really well, picked out any bad parts that didn't need to be in there. And I tore it up into bite-sized pieces for a salad. But I really thought that it needed some extra things, so I got a green apple. I thought that would taste really good. And I sliced it really thin. I also got a red onion and sliced a little bit of that in there too. And then I still thought that it needed a little extra something. So I toasted up some pine nuts and I threw them into the salad too. So the only thing that's missing now is the dressing. And I'm going to show you how I make my favorite balsamic dressing. So I wanted to share with you my very favorite salad dressing, and it tastes great on the miner's lettuce chickweed salad. It's 3 simple ingredients. I've got balsamic vinegar, maple syrup, and olive oil, and it's only 1/3 of a cup each. So I'm going to put it together right now. This is 1/3 cup balsamic vinegar, 1/3 cup maple syrup, and 1/3 olive oil. Pop on the lid. In this mason jar, just give it a good shake. And once it's mixed, it's ready to go. So all we need to do now is dress the salad and eat. Welcome to my little forest feast. I didn't want to eat alone, so I invited my good friend, Susie, who happens to be our engagement coordinator at the Volcan Mountain Foundation, and she's also the camera lady today.
Hi everyone!
Well, I hope you like the salad.
It looks beautiful and I cannot wait to try it.
Ready to dig in?
I'm ready to dig in.
All right. What do you think? Do you like that dressing?
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, good.
It's so perfectly balanced.
Thank you.
And then the miner's lettuce, chickweed are so tender and so flavorful. I absolutely love the salad. It's perfect. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. And thank you today for watching our video. And if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of them, please hit that subscribe button.
Cheers.
We'll see you next time. Cheers.